CFA Access Scholarship January 2024 window. What are the details? Can you reapply for a scholarship? Can you apply for 2 scholarships? Do you want to see a sample essay? If yes, then you have to keep watching this video. Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tanishka and I hope you all are doing good. Today's video is all about the CFA Access Scholarship January 2024 window. We're going to be answering all the commonly asked questions. Can you apply for 2 scholarships? Can you reapply for a scholarship? Which windows will be applicable, etc, etc. Along with that, I'm also going to be showing you a sample essay towards the end of this video. So let's get straight to it. But before that, if you're new to this channel, then please subscribe. I need all your love, support and care. If you're already a part of this channel, thank you so much for joining me in my journey. I hope we stay together till the end of time. So guys, starting with all the details, point 1 to point Z. Point number 1 is, what is the CFA Access Scholarship? The CFA Access Scholarship is a scholarship provided by the CFA Institute to help you aid the exam financially. It is specifically for those people who cannot afford giving the exam. It is in this scholarship that your fees drop to the lowest amount as compared to any other scholarship. It goes down to $300 as compared to the early bird fees of $940 or the regular registration fees of $1,200. So it is literally the biggest drop that you will get if you get this scholarship, because like I said, it is specifically designed for those who cannot afford the exam. That's one thing. Number 2, the January 2024 window will be live on the 24th of January. That means from that date onwards, you can start applying for the scholarship. You will have roughly 2 to 3 weeks. The institute has not yet given the last date or the scholarship result date. As soon as that gets declared, I will add it in the pinned comment section. So around 23rd or 24th January, you can expect to see that when is the last date to apply for the scholarship and when will we get the scholarship results. As of now, the only information available is when is the application process opening, which is on 24th January. So you can start applying from 24th January. Next question, what is the application process? You simply have to go to Google, type CFA Access Scholarship or Access Scholarship CFA. Either ways, you will see multiple options. Most probably the first option that you see will be from the CFA Institute. Click on that. You'll see all the information that I just said. Keep scrolling, keep scrolling, keep scrolling, and then you'll see a how do I apply section. Click on that, and after that it is completely self-explanatory. It will take you step by step to the whole process. Now, another thing that we need to know, what else will happen in this process? Is it just an essay? No. For the CFA Access Scholarship, they do ask you personal questions like what is your personal income, what is your household income, what assets do you own, or how much worth of assets do you own, how much worth of assets does your family own. These questions are asked. However, you do not have to give an exact amount. They will give you multiple choices in ranges. So for example, $1,000 to $2,000, $2,000 to $4,000 essay ranges where you will get options, and you have to select the one that is most closely applicable to you. Okay, after you fill this questionnaire, do you move to step number 2, which is the essays. There are 2 essays for the CFA Access Scholarship, each of which has a word limit of 250 words each, right? That is the limit. That means उससे कम लिख सकते हो. You can write 200 words, you can write 150 words, but you cannot exceed 250. Okay, what are these 2 essays? I will get to the essay point in towards the end. I'm going to answer some commonly asked questions first. Commonly asked question number 1, if I have applied for the women's scholarship, can I apply for the Access Scholarship as well? Yes, you can. You can apply for multiple scholarships at the same time. It doesn't make a difference to the application process of the previous one. Just that make sure you're consistent in what you're saying in both the essays. In one essay you're showing yourself that, oh my god, I have no money. In one essay you're showing I'm super rich and stuff like that. Absolutely do not do that mistake. Commonly asked question number 2, I applied for the scholarship in the September 2023 window and it got rejected. Can I reapply in the January 2024 window? Yes, you can reapply. There is no such thing that you cannot reapply. Next commonly asked question is, I was given a scholarship. I gave a scholarship attempt and I failed my exam. Can I now reapply for the scholarship? Now, you will be able to reapply, but the chances of you getting the scholarship are almost zero, because I'll explain to you why it is zero. The institute, when they're giving you a scholarship, they take of you as an investment. Just think that you are a startup and they are like the investors and they are investing that money on you and they expect returns out of it, right? So if you unfortunately do not pass a scholarship attempt, they think that they have wasted their money because उस business से कोई results नहीं मिला, इस person ने exam pass नहीं किया. And because of that reason, the next time they are way more careful to give you the scholarship again. That's why your chances of getting the scholarship again, if you have failed a scholarship attempt, is nearly zero. Try your luck, like I always say, but it is what it is. Now, another very, very, very commonly asked question. I want to apply for the August 2024 exam. The early bird is closing on January 23rd and the access scholarship opens on January 24th. So if my scholarship gets rejected, will I be eligible to get the early bird for August 2024? I understand all of you have this concern. It is a very, very big concern. The answer to this is you will only know if you will get the early bird for the August 2024 exam if the scholarship result comes out before May 14th. If it does not come out before May 14th, then you will not get the early bird. If it comes out by May 14th, before May 14th, then you are eligible to get the early bird offer for the scholarship as per all the situations that have happened in the past, as per recent conversations as well. The institute does not declare which cycle will they give the early bird for, but these are all assumptions and analysis based on the past, so we can roughly conclude, or in my opinion also, if I put it 90 to 95%, 99% also, in fact, I would give my opinion that if the scholarship result comes out before May 14th, you will be available or you will be eligible to get the early bird for August 2024 if you do not get the scholarship. But for that, we have to wait for the institute to give the date कि कब आएगा result. Now, ideally, the scholarship result will come out by April mid. So it is gonna come out before May 14. This is again an assumption. This is what has usually happened. So if I were in your place, I would take the risk of waiting till January 24th, applying for the scholarship, and then Ram Bharos, especially if you're a level 1 or level 2 student, because God forbid things do not work in your favor, you have the November attempt, which is literally 2 months apart. It's not too much of a difference. That answers the August question. If you still have doubts on this particular point especially, please drop me a comment and I'll definitely answer it. Now, moving on to the most asked part, and like I said, we will come to this in the last, that is the essays. What are the questions that are asked in the essay and what should we write? So like I said, the Access Scholarship has 2 essays, each of which has a 250 word limit. The first essay or the first question which you have to answer within 250 words is, what prompted you to apply for this scholarship? Now, basically in this point or in this answer, the main thing that should come out is your financial need for it. Understand what the scholarship type is. The scholarship or access scholarship is especially for those people who need financial help, who cannot afford the exam. So what prompted you to apply for the access scholarship? Obviously my need for the money. Here is where you have to get vulnerable. Tell your honest financial condition jo bhi hai. I know sometimes we all get very embarrassed to speak about certain financial troubles or family financial troubles, but this is the place where you have to do it so that you can get that support from them. Does that mean that you should go overboard and exaggerate and say some things that are fake? Absolutely not. The moment you start faking something in your essay, believe me, you're already at a risk, क्योंकि पकड़ कभी भी सकते हैं. If you get caught, जिसके chances है, then believe me, the consequences are not good at all. It can go very dirty. So please do not lie in your essays. जो है जैसा है, जितना है उतना लिखो and be honest about it. So like I said, the main thing that will come here is the need for the financial help. Number 2, or the second question that they will ask you is, how will receiving a scholarship make a difference in the pursuit of your CFA designation, which in very, very simple language means, what will you do with the CFA designation? How does this impact your journey to getting the CFA charter, which basically will need to write, what will you do with the CFA charter? If you even become a CFA, आप उसका करोगे क्या? That is what will come in this essay, in this part of the essay. Now, understand that overall between these 2 essays, things that should come up are, like I said, financial need has to be highlighted. Your good academic records, your showing that you're a good student and you're worth being invested in, because आपका return positive आएगा. If, like I said, think of yourself as a startup and them as an investment. So tell them that, I have done well like this in the past. I've done accountancy, I've done CA, I've done this course, I've done that course, I've done that internship. Show that, you are worth being invested in. How will you show that? By showing your interest in finance or in the field that CFA is, right? Like portfolio management, investment banking. You have to show your interest in that. You have to show that you are academically good, so that they believe that, okay, if I put money on this person, since he or she has done well academically in the past, he or she has a higher chance to pass this exam as well. So add your good academic records, add your financial conditions, your vulnerable financial conditions. Number 3, your interest in finance has to come up. Your interest in the field of finance needs to come up. Why are you so interested in this field? You can do so many other things, but why finance? So that question needs to be answered, especially in the second essay. What also needs to be highlighted is, what will you do if you get into this industry? How can you help people around you? How can you help yourself, your family? So that situation, these points need to come up in your essay cumulatively between the number 1 and the number 2. Okay, now, like I promised you, I'm going to show you one full sample essay. This is from a viewer of mine who's been very kind to share it. I'm not going to give out names or details because I don't want anybody bugging that person. So let's get straight to it. But guys, before I show this to you, please note one thing. What I'm showing you, you don't have to cut, copy, paste it. Please don't make that mistake. The moment you copy something, you're already out. I don't even read CFA scholarships for the personal reason that it is very subjective. It is not about good grammar. It is not about who's writing well, who's framing the essay well. The whole point is your story. What have you done? What are your problems? What will you do? Or it's individual. So every unique story is what will go ahead, right? So please focus on that. Do not copy anybody's essay. Do not lie in an essay. Believe me, you will just get stuck. And like I said, if you get stuck, things can get very, very dirty. Sirf regret hoga. You'd much rather not get the scholarship, but झूठ नहीं बोलना, copy नहीं करना. Remember, CFA is very high on ethics. कुछ भी unethical नहीं करना है. Okay? With that, like I said, I'm going to be showing you these sample essays. So let's start with the first one. That is, what prompted you to apply for this scholarship? I'm an Indian resident, pursued Bachelor of Engineering. Owing to my father's health conditions, I was compelled to pursue a non-IT job in a nearby locality, phasing out of my IT career prospects. Nevertheless, currently I'm working as a manager cum accountant at a gas station named so-and-so whatever in Western India. So, first things first, the first line itself, he has highlighted that due to his father's conditions, he had to take a different career path. You see, he's already showing the vulnerable side of what his story is going to be. So, this person is already getting a higher chance. That's what I said, that even if we feel embarrassed about our situations, we have to be honest, because that's what's going to get us this scholarship. That's what they need to know, that are you really that vulnerable? Are you really that needy? Next, coming from a non-commerce background, I learned accountancy and finance. While doing so, I was introduced to securities market, and as finance industry is heart of global economy, this compounded my interest in finance. He has clearly highlighted in one line, he's not over exaggerated, that I am interested in the finance field. I have also gone through, securities market and all these things, and that has what has developed my interest. So he's put a one-liner on that, which again, like I say, is always brilliant. To acquire knowledge of finance and securities market, I completed investment advisor level 1 certification and equity derivative certification conducted by National Institute of Securities Market. This provided basic but valuable knowledge of the subjects. Again, he has added his scores also, the 83% and the 85%, which shows that he's an academically good student. He is interested in finance. That's why he has done these courses. Again, both points are mingling very, very well. He shows that he's worth being invested in because he has invested time in understanding this industry. From my research, I discovered that the CFA program is a niche opportunity in this growing era. CFA provides diverse knowledge of economics, portfolio management, derivatives, etc., helping me in becoming a portfolio manager and make a positive impact on society by helping individuals and families to make informed investment decisions and achieve their financial goals. He has also added what he wants to do in this part of the essay, which is more on the financial aspect. He has still put a one-liner. He's not let that go, so that the reader, whoever's reading it, understands that, what has prompted me to apply? Two things. A, to my financial need, my family circumstances, and B, because I'm interested in finance, y'all. I am interested. He's showing it. However, being a sole earner of my family, earning an annual salary of $4,850, I'm unable to afford the fees for this course. He has clearly won it by this one line. He's put it that I am earning alone and this is how much I'm earning. That's the most important part of this side of the essay, right? You need to highlight the need for financial support, which this guy has done brilliantly and beautifully. Despite this fact, I am motivated to continue my financial education. The CFA scholarship will help me with the necessary financial support to earn the CFA charter. Brilliantly portrayed, especially the last paragraph. I hope to be considered a worthy candidate for the scholarship. I'm thankful for giving me the opportunity to apply for the CFA scholarship. That is an optional line. If you want to add, you add. If you don't want to add, you don't add. If you have space, extra words to fill in, you can. Otherwise, it's really not needed. But otherwise, I really like this particular portion of his essay particularly because he has highlighted in simple 3 points what prompted him to apply for the scholarship: his interest in finance, his desire of becoming a portfolio management, and his financial and family conditions. Baat khatam. This is the 3 reasons why I'm applying for the scholarship. Now, moving on to the next essay. How will receiving a scholarship make a difference in your pursuit of the CFA designation? Having said so, I want to develop my knowledge of financial markets by pursuing CFA course. It will increase my adaptability and help to refine my strengths. It will give me the best opportunities to work in the international markets. He's clearly highlighted that what he feels the CFA degree will give him. Again, brilliant. CFA charter allows me to gain a set of skills and knowledge which will help me to build my career in finance. It prepares me well for a variety of investment related jobs, including portfolio manager. Again, he has highlighted second time portfolio manager, which is consistency. He's not deviating from what he wants to become. It provides me with career advancement opportunities, financial independence, and real world expertise in the field of finance. I also understood that there is a lot of opportunity to open up a global networking as you meet different people in your line of work. There is always room for growth in the financial sector, and being a hardworking and passionate individual will definitely be noticed by any organization. Also, I would like to mention about a small but valuable contributions that I am doing and continue to do so. Financial literacy in India not more than 30%, and I have witnessed this in my community as well. I educate the customers at gas stations about usage of credit cards. Also, I help them using UPI and made them aware about the do's and don'ts about it. I make senior citizens in my locality understand about the new financial instruments coming in the market and make them aware about the financial scams going around. I sincerely appreciate your consideration. Thank you. So he has in this part saying that what will you do with the CFA? He's divided it into 2 parts, which is done very well. First, what he'll do with it, he'll gain a lot of knowledge, in-depth knowledge in the finance sector, and that will help him get to become a portfolio manager and achieve his dreams. He has also mentioned that getting the CFA charter will help him network with a global, will help him meet a global network, which will again enhance his growth in the finance sector. So he's done that very nicely. Second part that he has added of what he is currently doing to making an impact and how he will continue to do so. No, so that shows that he's not selfish and he wants to make an impact. And at the same time, the second part that he has added, the impact part, do you see how relatable and honest it feels? It doesn't seem exaggerated because he's not said something very out of the world. He works in a gas station, he's making people aware about the use of credit cards in the gas station. Fair, people do it, right? Small steps. He's not putting some unreasonable, unrealistic steps. So, like I said in your essay, like this guy has covered very beautifully, your need for financial assistance, your interest in the finance industry, your good academics, or something to show that you are a good student. If you can quantify it, that would be brilliant. And how can you impact the society, or how are you already impacting the society and yourself as well, right? These points, if you cover within the 2 essays, you're already in a good space. Having said that, I also want to add that every essay is subjective. Sometimes your essay can be brilliant and yet you get rejected. There is no actual reasoning for it. It's just that there are so many applications that the institute also cannot give it to everybody. They have to choose between the best that's coming to them. They have to choose which needy is the most needy, because everybody who's applying for it is more or less in a needy situation. So don't get disheartened if you do not get accepted. Understand that at least you are able to buy time for the early bird registration. With that, we come to the end of this video. If there's anything else that I have not covered or you still have some doubt in your mind, let me know in the comment section and I will definitely answer it. Like I said, I will put the end date of the January window in the pinned comment as soon as it is updated by the CFA Institute. That's it for today. If you like this particular video, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys very, very soon. Until then, keep sparkling and definitely keep learning.